G'day babes, we're heading down under. Dirty. Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy! It is finally time for UFC 284, and there is so much things to say. There is so much homegrown Aussie talent on this card that we're just going to dive straight into it. Tyson Pedro is back again. Last year, he made a successful return to the octagon after the longest injury layoff in UFC history, but we shouldn't be surprised to just see him taking adversity in his stride after the wild life that this guy has led, including his own father, a pioneer of MMA in Australia, once knocking his teeth out during a sparring match, and another time accidentally stabbing him in the chest. Happens all the time. You have no idea how many times my father has stabbed me in the chest. Someone should do something about it, really. Josh Culibao, my dream christening partner. I just want to catch a show with this guy. I want to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet. I want to find like one of those old school small town fairs and just go on the dodgems with him. He's gonna be back, doing his best Alexander Volkanovski impression. I'm not being disrespectful, just a bit stupid. This ex-footy player, Josh Culibao, once weighed in at 220 pounds, and now, all slim and lean like a chicken breast, is making a name for himself in MMA. Sound familiar? And they're Australian. Those are the only categories of humanity that we can kind of separate ourselves from one another in. Nailed it. Culibao started his journey in MMA. Culibao started his journey in MMA as a way to lose weight and thrived in the challenge, and soon became addicted not only to the feeling but to the mentality as well. He says pushing through difficult situations in the gym just sets him up to be able to do it better in the life. Jack Jenkins will be coming in against an opponent who has 100% striking accuracy within the UFC in the 30 seconds of fighting that he has had before he got choked the fuck out. That was really a fucking roller coaster, wasn't it? You're welcome. Shannon Ross will be given a second chance to make a good first impression after getting knocked the fuck out in the Contender Series. Jamie Malarkey will be making an appearance despite losing his original opponent in Nasrat Haqparast and the UFC not finding him a replacement for weeks. But you can't have an Australia card without a bit of malarkey. And then there's Jimmy Crute coming in off the back of a loss to the newly crowned UFC light heavyweight champion Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. And back to Crute, knee replacement surgery, reconstruction, replacement, reconstruction. It's not his original part. And they're not giving him a freaking break. He needs to damn well prove himself against a very freshly confident Alonzo Menafield, who has just beaten Misha Serkinov. These two have very similar stats on the feet, with Crute just edging it in terms of volume. But Crute has the advantage when it comes to takedowns, so that's probably a smart game plan for him. But only if he can get past Menafield's immense defense, so that'll be fun. It's gonna be fun. Make sure you tune in for that one. Yes you, cannot keep a good Jack Della Madalena down, so stop trying. This guy is staying active, he's building his brand, and I am hooked, I'm not gonna lie. After his late 2021 win on the Contender Series, getting his contract, he fought 3 times in 2022, won every single one inside of the first round. We cannot hope for any more than Della is giving us, but hopefully Della's going to give us more. I literally just counteracted it. I am a contradiction. I'm a complicated woman. Deal with it. Give me more Della. Give me more Della and give me more collar Dema. Fuck. Give me more collar Della. Struggling. This is like pre-fight. Just wait until I've got the sleep deprivation on my side as well. Basically no wonder why he picked up ESPN's Rookie of the Year 2022 award alongside a bunch of other, let's admit it, less gravitas ones. I'm struggling with English, isn't it? Oh well, this is Australian. Then, of course, wrapping up the Australian theme for this first part of this video, there's the Featherweight King and one half of the main event in Alexander Volkanovski, but we talked about Volk and Islam in a lot of detail, probably too much detail, last week. So if you want to know my thoughts about the main event and the exciting super fight, then you'll have to check out that video. But for now, shall we skip to the good part? Alright, sunshines, welcome to a different location. There are quite a few people in my flat for such a small flat. I thought logistically it was never going to work, me trying to watch every single fight with you. So you are joining me just after the co-main, and we're going to watch the main together. But let's talk about what we've seen already. Zoo freaking Bearer missed weight despite moving up a weight class because he can't make weight. Missed weight, had to give up I think like 30% of his pay. Do we think that Dana slipped the judges a couple of crisp fives just to leave no doubt as to the fact that Zoo is getting the boot? Like, he missed weight again, strike, whatever, but also let's have it so that he can't even argue that, well, at least I won the fight, because he did win that fight. We saw Parker Porter get ported right out of the octagon in about a minute. Croup versus Menafield, a 3-round banger and mashed faces. And, you know, we got a draw to mark the occasion, so that was delightful. We'll get to keep that in our back pockets. Keep that on Alex Volkanovski's accolade wall. It was just a beautiful cacophony of chaos and mad scrambles and hard hitters and some cornering for the ages. I may never recover. They may never recover, but mostly this is about me. Both the featured early prelim and the featured prelim were both fucking excellent fights, with Modestus Bukauskas letting us know that not only is he back in the UFC, but he deserves to be here with a win over Tyson Pedro, and Tyson Pedro taking it out on his nuts. Speaking of nut shots, Josh, my boy, Josh, cool it bow. You know what? I wish he was here watching his fight with me rather than this scene. But yeah, Josh got a nasty spinning heel to the nuts, right to the nuts. That momentarily took the smile off his face and the wind out of his sails. But he got that wind back, and he got that win back, secured the choke early in round 2, got the first submission of his professional career. It's all coming up cool about. And how cute did he look, all covered in blood. Oh! And then, did anyone else see Blake Builder's cornerman having a little tinkle with his shorts between rounds? He kept, and his hand was resting on the and like he was pulling the shorts open, like he was trying to get air to them. I've never seen that before, but if you saw it, let me know in the comments, because that shit was weird. I think Jack Della Madalena is allergic to the octagon, just like I am allergic to someone as fucking incredible as he is. He got another finish inside of the first round, like what, a couple of minutes. Before this, he'd spent like 9 minutes
fighting. Now he's spent like, what, 11? Fucking hell, I'm getting choked up, just like Randy Brown was choked up. So before this fight, Jack was talking about wanting to break Chuck Liddell's record, 7 straight knockouts. That dream just fizzled away in front of his eyes, but I'm sure he ain't mad about it. Like, Brown is a rangy fighter. He's got devastating kicks, and he was implementing those advantages for the first 30 seconds, a couple of minutes. Anyway, but Jack, he catches you, and you are not the same. He's got outstanding striking. His accuracy is... And this time he just followed it up with a cheeky submission instead of a knockout. We can't be mad at it. Fucking hell. Yair is such a versatile, dynamic, tricky striker. He was landing those slicing kicks from day dot. But Emmett just needs one. Emmett is incredible power puncher. Despite being a great wrestler, he loves to stand and strike. And he definitely had the power advantage, and we saw that when he dropped Yair with 90 seconds to go and was wise to follow him to the ground and use all the tools available to him. But we then saw in round 2 the younger, bigger, more exciting Yair get creative with the elbows and really remind us why he's had 5 Fight the Nights, probably 6 now. He threw a flying knee that Emmett managed to capitalise on and get him to the canvas, but even then, fuck me, Yair is dangerous off of his back, and he managed to secure the triangle and secure the interim title. Both of these guys had long roads to this fight with lots of injuries, so this was a very emotional, very important matchup, not just for us, not just for the community and the organisation and the rankings, but for each of them personally. And I cannot wait to see Yair Rodriguez face Volk. Yes! There's that feeling, those fucking goosebumps that remind me I'm alive. Thanks, Brucey, baby. Don't boo my boo. I bet Islam loves that this fight is sponsored by something called Cocaine Bear. Volk is such a master of movement, he has a reach advantage, so really it's on Islam to figure out the range puzzle and how to land, how to build up the damage, how to get inside. Oi oi. Cocky Volk coming on out after that clipper. Chicken legs, bitch. Islam is such a master at getting people to make mistakes, whether it's like the weight of his legacy or the pressure that he applies, but who handles pressure better than Volk? Like, do I need to remind you of the Ortega fight? That guy swims with sharks to train to stay calm. Like, we're expecting Islam to be stronger, right? He's shown incredible strength and technique in grappling and the clinch in his own division, so conventional wisdom, until proven otherwise, suggests he could do the same with Volk. I'm not saying Volk's going to get gassed out here, because we've not seen it happen before, but he might get into such deep waters that he wishes he was back with his sharks. Islam looks so fucking bored. Like, yep, it's written, bitch. Except he wouldn't say bitch, he'd say Allah is behind him. What's your favourite Volk moment? Like, the Ortega fight is everyone's favourite, but I liked the Elkins fight, you know, 2 absolute tanks with concrete blocks for heads, just testing one another's durability and ability to get out of sticky situations, and, you know, the pace of that fight was ungodly. You know, I like Volk, like, he's a little bit repetitive in interviews, but when he's more relaxed and doing his own thing, he's a funny fucker. Remember when he did that French thing with Whitaker ahead of UFC Paris? That was just dumb, and you know I like him dumb. Volk's just hitting air there. Like, Islam's so good at, like, engaging in technical striking, you know, getting Alex thinking about the strikes, thinking we're playing in his world, thinking we're just keeping it on the feet, fighting pressure with pressure, then perfectly timing the takedown and just rinse and repeat. Because, you know, like, Volk will get up, but if he gets up 8 times, Islam has to take him down 9. Like, I mean, Volk is making me eat my words about strength right now, but he should probably be thinking about getting some space here. Volk needs to keep using that superior striking, especially those leg kicks, to remove that pressure and to make Islam think twice about shooting. Just as Islam has to be relentless with the takedowns, Volk has to keep the striking volume up. Like, he's not going to knock him out with one shot, but he can keep hitting the mark, using his explosivity to close the distance and, like, eventually work his magic. Or Islam could take the Alex-aimed advice and shock the world. What is it about Islam that makes him your ideal man? Like, is it the fact that he could tie you up like a pretzel and you'd love it until you didn't, and then all your limbs become inoperable? Like, not inoperable, like you can't operate on them, but you can't operate them. But then he'd smile and shake your floppy hand and you'd get whiplash from the emotional roller coaster while unlocking a new kink. Is it that? This fight is as competitive as I predicted. Like, do not doubt me. Volk's fight IQ is it's so glorious to watch, but he's definitely being cautious, and that's smart but upsetting. Like, I almost wish it wasn't such a challenging opponent for him so he could let loose. I'm not saying I want to see him like fight a zombie again, but maybe another Ortega. Volk has more than proven he can get up. Makhachev has more than proven he has high level striking. Let's stop trying to prove something. Just go back to what we know, Islam lad, eh? We're not slinging dicks around, seeing who's bigger. Timing on that takedown. It's like the most beautiful snake dance. Wrap him up. Smear some icing on that pretzel. I've never had a pretzel. Do you eat them with icing? Butter? Smear something. I'm going to say something brave. Get rid of Dominic Cruz. Like, sniper or just fire him, I don't care. Keep calm, Islam. Keep it smart. Let him get riled. Let him make mistakes. Do not enter his world. Force him to come for tea in your house. Bring out the fine china. Force feed the takedown cake. If you want a perfect example of high-level MMA ladies, just look at it. Oh, fucking hell, that was huge. From such a short man as well. So late on, that could have a big odd impact on how the voting goes. Voting? Yeah, you know. God fucking damn it, but also, yes. Can't be mad when I get to see the game I love played so fucking well. I don't know. And I don't think I care. I take it back, I did care. The tides turned in 4, they turned back in 5, but just not enough. I certainly got mine. What about you? Did you enjoy that? Run it back? If you do the whole like scoring rounds thing, let me know what you scored it in the comments, and let's do this again sometime.